What's up guys, we are here today to go through another deck profile and get a game or two in, and that is Silvally GX along with some metal Pokemon friends. So let's go through the deck. It's not dissimilar to many that you would have seen around. I've just got a few small tweaks that I found have worked in testing. I've only tested it very lightly and I thought I would just give you guys a quick view of the deck. So our main attacker is Silvally GX, a 210 HP colorless type Pokemon with two pretty good attacks and one really great ability. So the first attack is Turbo Drive for 3 colorless, does 120 and attaches a basic energy card from your discard pile to one of your benched Pokemon. So it's kind of like an Oblivion Wing but on steroids, doing 120. And then Rebel GX does 50 times the amount of your opponent's benched Pokemon. So basically the same as Lycanroc GX, the Bloodthirsty Eyes one. And then its ability, Gyro Unit, means your basic Pokemon in play have no retreat cost. So all our basics, no matter what their retreat cost is, can retreat and move around the board with ease. So this is the idea, that we set up that pre-retreat, we turbo drive some energy onto the bench, and we take some knockouts. But one thing that's pretty cool about Silvally GX, which has always been an issue with colorless Pokemon, is that there is a way to get the type advantage as well. And that is using these special memory tools that come with Silvally. So the Silvally GX's card is attached to is a fighting Pokemon for fighting memory, and is a psychic Pokemon for psychic memory. So it doesn't make it a dual type, it just changes the type entirely. And there are going to be more of these tools coming out in the future, which means Silvally will offer us the ability to include different types in our deck without needing to mix energy typing and dilute the consistency of our deck. So that's really the idea here. And with regards to those tools, I play a 2-3 split. So 2 of the fighting memory to help us out in things like the Drampa matchup and Zoroark matchups, and 3 psychic memory to help us out against Garb and Espeon, and also against Buzzwole, because you'll notice that we do have that pesky fighting weakness. So does the basic that it evolves from, type Null, which is 110 HP basic, which is a really good number. It means you're out of range of things that that can hit for 90 or 60 or even 100, and even a Divide GX can't knock this thing out. And Armor Press for a double colorless does 30, and then you take 30 less on the next turn, so pretty good. Then, in terms of the supporting cast, we play 1 Oranguru for the Instruct ability to keep our hand up to 3 cards. We play 1 Celesteela to give us a metal attacker that has a different weakness. The 4 retreat cost doesn't really matter. With Rocket Fall, for a metal and 2 colorless, does 30 more damage for each star in your opponent's active Pokemon's retreat cost. So it helps us in the Guardian matchup. We can one-shot that, which shouldn't be too difficult. Moon Press does 130, and Blaster GX does a clean 180 damage. And then you turn all your prize cards face up, kind of like a town map. And then we play 1 of the Cabalion with Quick Guard and Revenge Blast. The Revenge Blast is really what it's in here for. Quick Guard can get us out of a few awkward situations if our opponent is using a basic. We play Magearna EX for the Mystic Heart ability, preventing all effects like confusion on our Pokemon. And Soul Blaster does 120 damage clean, also helps us one-shot things like Gardevoir. What's nice about that is we need a metal and a double colorless. So not too difficult to do. And then to put energy onto the bench, our ideal starter in the deck is a Registeel with Turbo Arm. Or a metal does 30, and then you attach a basic energy from your discard pile to one of your benched Pokemon. And once again, that 3 retreat cost is negated by Silvally. We play 2 Lele to help us set up for the Wonder Tag ability. We do play double colors, so we can also energy drive. And then you'll notice we are pretty ability focused. So we play 3 Field Blower, 1 Rescue Stretcher to get our dudes back. We play 4 Ultra Ball. I have 1 Parallel City in here that I'm playing around with. I like to have some kind of stadium. and putting your opponent down to 3 can really disrupt them, especially if they've just played Bridget, filled up their bench, and then they're planning on playing a Lele on the next turn. It just forces them to use a field blower or play down their own stadium as well. We play 1 Acerola. This card I'm not 100% sold on yet. Generally I find I'm having to discard it early on and don't get a chance to use it. So this is a spot that I'm considering changing for something else. Possibly another draw supporter. Something like a Lily maybe. Alternatively, it would be for another parallel city. We play 2 Bridget, so we can get the bench set up quickly. We play 4 Guzma, 4 N, 4 Professor Sycamore, 4 Choice Band, and then we play the Tool Split for Silvally, 4 Double Colorless, and 9 Metal Energy. So the other card that I would play around with in here is Special Charge to get these Double Colorless back. They are pretty important. And I'm also not 100% sold on Silvally GX. So, you know, a couple of options in the deck that I think we have some open slots and some movement. Maybe we move up to a 3rd Lele. I'm not sure yet. It's still early days of the deck for me, just testing and playing. So let's jump into a game on the ladder and see how the deck performs. Alright, so we're up against a Water Psychic Fighting. This is actually not 100% sure what it is, but we can be pretty sure the Psychic is for Tapu Lele. Water Psychic Fighting. Alright, so we get kind of the worst start. We start with the Lele. We do have a double colorless though, so we can always play that down and swing into our opponent's Pokemon, but let's see what we have here. Okay, it's a Buzzwole. I wonder, oh, the water is probably a Tapu Fini. So, Buzzwole is going to swing into us. Buzzwole plays, or tends to play, Enhanced Hammer. We need to get set up here, so I'm actually just going to do this anyway. I'm going to attach here, and I'm going to play an N. Alright, so we get a type null and we get an Oranguru. So those will help us somewhat. We can expect a Garbotoxin Garb to come down at some point. And we have played 2 Pokemon down on the bench, which my opponent will be able to snipe into now. So let's see what we can get away with here. Potown hits the field, Ultra Ball. Gonna discard 2 cards. He discards a Rainbow and a Trash Launch Garbodor. Most likely gonna get a Lele and play down Bridget. Yep. It's a pity we didn't manage to get a Bridget of our own. We had a pretty bad start. No Ultra Ball, no Bridget, no Lele. We have 8 outs to getting that. We didn't see any of them. Flowstone to the Trubbish. Strong to the Buzzwole. Sycamore discarding his hand and drawing 7 new cards. So our opponent is having a fantastic first turn here. Just going crazy. And a Jet Punch. Gonna put 30 on that type null. We get a Registeel. And I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to start softening up this Buzzwole here. Just forcing my opponent to play a energy onto this active. And we'll be able to Oranguru for 1. So let's see what we can do on that Instruct. Looking for a Silvally, which we don't find. So we're going to Turbo Arm for 30. Nothing in the discard, so we'll just do 30 damage. Ultra Ball, going to probably get out a Garbo Toxin, Garbodor. There's the Enhanced Hammer. That's why I wasn't playing down the double colorless. And I think we're going to be in pretty bad shape right about now. Oh wow, okay, he's going for a Lele, so somebody's going to dig for a Sycamore there and try and get more set up. Maybe he didn't have an energy in hand, but it didn't really matter, he had the Float Stone. Wow, okay. I'll take that. You want to play an N? I'm quite happy for that. Let's see if he plays it. He is going to play the N. Alright, so we'll get 6 new cards. And my opponent will look to swing into us now. It's a real pity we didn't get an energy on this type null. Buzzwole comes back up, and I imagine we're going to see 30 onto this type null. Jet Punch hitting the active for 40. Wow, okay, going for the Lele. I am okay with that. So, let's have a look here. I'm going to play the Field Blower. I'm actually going to get rid of the Float Stone in the stadium. I'm going to evolve my dude up here. I'm going to attach a Psychic Memory there. And let's see here. And a Sycamore. Discarding that Metal Energy because I will be putting it back onto my Silvally. We get one more Field Blower. Now we do have 3 in the deck, and I think I'm actually going to play this as well. Might be a mistake, but I do want to keep my hand size low and start putting some pressure on my opponent's Buzzwole. Alright, so we get a metal onto the Silvally. My opponent's bench is full, so he doesn't have room for a Lele here. So, unless he's got a draw supporter, he'll just be doing another 50 to the active. Alright, so I'm going to discard Acerola, is that Acerola? Yep. We have 3 items in the discard. There comes the Garbo Toxin and a Float Stone onto the Garbo Toxin. And a Jet Punch. Alright, so we don't have a free retreat here, but this is kind of where that Acerola comes in. We'll promote this Silvally. We will put the Registeel back down. And we can Turbo Drive here for the knockout. Going down to 4 prizes. Nothing in the discard to attach. And let's see what my opponent's got. We get another Choice Band and a Metal Energy. Up comes the Garbo Toxin. Does he top deck a supporter? If not, he will just be trying, I would imagine, to swing with the Buzz, but then he doesn't want to get hit with the weakness, or does he? Let's see what he does. Wow, he's going to Jet Punch. Doing 100 damage. We are going to survive. Let's see here. Where do we want to put this? I'm going to put the energy on the bench. I'm going to play the Choice Band down now. And then we will take 2 more prizes. So let's see here. The discard, obviously. And let's take our prizes. There's another type null. I have noticed I tend to always prize a whole lot of type nulls. We haven't looked at our prizes yet, so my opponent scoops. They played the hand down and it didn't work in their favor. You'll see why we play 3 of the Psychic Fighting Memory. I think Silvally will see some play in the London International this weekend coming. So watch out for that, and let's see what people can do with the deck. Cheers, guys. A big shout out to our sponsors, Ultimate Guard and the Battle Bunker.